Hi everyone, hope you're all well. It's been a few weeks since I recorded a self video here, so I'm back here with a video of myself, but talking about something rather dear to me rather than myself. I'm going to be talking about films. Something that got me thinking. A few weeks ago I said to one of my friends that I'm kind of running out of ideas for my YouTube channel, and they know I like films and that, and they said to me, maybe films aren't your main hobby or interest, and I thought, this can't be right, because I really enjoy watching films, talking about them, and so on and so forth. So it got me thinking, and I thought, hey, maybe I can make a video or two, or maybe more, where I can recommend films that I have enjoyed down the line. So I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to start with this film. Hope you can see that. It's Planes, Trains and Automobiles, directed by the late John Hughes, who was pretty much involved in every really good film of the 80s. Okay, this film stars Steve Martin and John Candy, the late great John Candy, really funny guy. Steve Martin is a uptight businessman who's trying to get home to his family in time for Thanksgiving, and along the way he meets John Candy, and they pair up to try and get home for Thanksgiving. And John Candy's the complete opposite. He's very down to earth, but very clumsy, and can be deemed as annoying. I'm sure if anyone's seen this film, you love John Candy's character, as I do, but probably if you met him in person, I'm pretty sure I'd be the same. You'd want to beat the living snot out of him. But it's just a film, so enjoy the whole thing. So I'm just going to switch hands here. Anyway, it's a comedy film, and I think the humour starts from the very off when Steve Martin's in a business meeting with his other colleagues and one of his bosses. And from then it goes into a whole chase down for a taxi with a short cameo appearance from Kevin Bacon. And if you don't know Kevin Bacon, he was the guy in Footloose. And if you don't know Footloose or never heard of it, then I'm a bit surprised. So speaking of that scene, that's what my last uploaded video stemmed from, Planes, Trains and Inception. If you watch that scene in Planes, Trains and Automobiles, you will see that the music is the same and the whole concept is somewhat similar. And I just want to note that that video was made by an acquaintance, not me. I don't want to take any credit for it, as I really enjoyed it. So I'm not going to take any credit for it, because I'm not like that. Yeah. And along the way they get into real shenanigans, like, for example, having to share a bloody small motel room. I don't really know what else I can say other than, so then I don't spoil it really. So, but yeah, they have to share a motel room. That's probably a bit of a spoiler, sadly. But what happens? There are other parts in that scene, so I won't say anything about that. But it's really funny. And there's some great performances as well. For example, Steve Martin finally lets rip into John Candy about what he thinks about him, and John Candy delivers a great monologue defending himself about the whole confrontation, and pieced together with some great music. I thought some songs on the soundtrack were really fitting in this, and quite warming really, because it's as well as being a comedy, it's a bit of a feel-good film as well. And you get that by the end of the film. I haven't seen Due Date, but I've read or heard that there are very big comparisons between the two films, basically the concept of it all. I believe Robert Downey Jr. is trying to get home in time for the birth of his child, and he meets up with that guy from The Hangover. Seriously, I don't know his name because I didn't enjoy The Hangover. Gasp from many people probably, but so be it. Yeah, but I haven't seen it, but probably if I did now, I'd probably just look at it as a rehash of Planes, Trains and Automobiles. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but without seeing it, that's the only thing I can think of. I suppose I should see it really to give it some justice, really. Anyway, this film, I saw it, I grew up with it as a child, really. I saw bits and bobs of it at a young age, and I watched it again a few years down the line, and I couldn't stop laughing at it. It's just, in my opinion, it's just hilarious. The whole film is fantastic. It's a really good 80s film, when films used to be really bloody epic. And yeah, seriously, I would highly recommend it, because I'm pretty sure if you've got a good sense of humour, it'll make you laugh from start to finish, to be honest. Kicks kicks the arse of a lot of some highly rated comedy films today. Or like, the humour is just a bit more down to earth, but still funny. And there have been a few references in Family Guy as well. There's Peter delivered the same sort of monologue that John Candy does, as I mentioned earlier in this video. And in the episode when Stewie and Brian were going to get Rupert back, they're in a helicopter, and the helicopter's about to crash, and as they're plummeting to the ground, you see Stewie in a quick devil costume, and that's from this film, and that's a pretty funny scene as well in the film. Won't say anything else about that. But anyway, yeah, I would highly recommend this film. What more can I say, really? I believe it will make you laugh from start to finish, as it did for me. And it's a good 80s film with good stuff throughout. So anyway, hopefully I'll be making some more videos recommending films that I enjoy for you to hopefully enjoy. And thanks again to all my subscribers and viewers. I really appreciate your support. Please don't forget to check out my Twitter page, Stoney737. It would be good to get a few subscribers. A few more followers. Sorry, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, it's going pretty good. So anyway, thanks again for watching, and hope to see you in the next video sooner rather than later. You all be well.